Hello, my crafty friends.
Hello,
This is the first
everyone.
time that you've seen Tanya and I in a video instead of streaming.
Yay!
It feels very weird not to worry about people in chat or anything and just go for it here.
And we're experimenting. We have a project that we want to do, and therefore we're experimenting with this type of video where we're together, and we're hoping it's going to work. And maybe we'll do this again.
Maybe so. And we want to invite you to join us in this project.
That's right. And if you do videos and want to join us in this project, we would love it if you posted your videos at the same time that we are going to post ours, because from now on, Lisa and I will do this project probably separately. I just love when I talk and cannot use proper English. We will be doing our videos separately and posting our videos at the same time on the same day every week for this project. And if you do videos, we would love it if you would do the same thing. Post your videos at the same time as ours.
And use the hashtag so we can find your video.
Right.
And
And
if you
Lisa,
want to, you can send Tanya or I links to your video and we can put it in our description box too. And are we going to tell them when that is that we're going to upload them
yes,
every
ma'am.
week?
I just gonna let you talk a little bit.
Oh, okay. We're going to upload these on Fridays at 5 p.m. every week until we get it finished.
That's right.
That does not mean that there might not be some emergency where we can't have the video that week, but the plan is to do it every week.
That's right. And so if you want to do a video and post it at that 5 p.m. Friday afternoon, that's 5 p.m. Central Time, guys. Um,
Yes.
your videos would be live at the same time as ours. It will not be an official hop. But if you do send us your video link, we will post your links in our description box so that other people can find them. Uh, Lisa, you want to tell them where they can find the prompt list?
Yes. This prompt list is there's a link to it in the description box and in Tanya's group and my group on Facebook. There will also be a link posted so you can find it there in a PDF form that you can download and print off. And the prompt list, there are 100 prompts. Tanya and I had a blast coming up with um, things to stretch us and stretch you into not worrying about perfection. Just have fun and use these strange prompts and come make a journal and play in it. And the journal is called the Abandoning Perfection Journal because that's what we're doing. We're not going to worry about making perfect pages. We're just going to use the prompts and have fun. And when you get finished, you can do some more if you want to. After you've done all the prompts, you can, keep playing if you want. You can use the prompts as many times as you want on as many pages as you want. There's not some kind of rule about that. Um, the rule is kind of like in the scavenger hunt. Just use the prompts and have fun.
The other thing is if you don't make videos, but you're in our groups on Facebook, we would love it if you would hashtag your uh that's a what is that thing that no, it's not a listing, it's a
Posting.
posting. Yes, if when you post, and we hope you will post pictures of your pages, which will be a lot of fun to see. If you use the hashtag abandoning perfection journal, which is in the description box below, then we will be able to find those things easier too, which is another part of the fun. But don't feel like you have to make videos. If you don't make videos, that's fine. If you don't want to show us your pages, that's fine. This is about, like Lisa said, stretching a little bit, having fun, and not worrying about the perfect page.
Because we all worry about that, even when we try not to.
Yes, ma'am. And we all have
Even in the
things that,
scavenger hunt, I find myself going, "Oh, I don't know. Does that look good enough?"
that's right. That's absolutely right. Every page we do, even Happy Mail pages in my bits book, um, it's always one of those things where I'm like, oh, that's not my favorite page. But if you just play with it and just have fun, I think you will have fun. Can you think
And
of
you will
anything?
accomplish the goal of this challenge.
Yes, that's right. This is sort of a challenge, and if you don't want to take it, don't take it, but that's okay. Um, we had a lot of fun doing prompts, but these are a little different because it's for a whole journal instead of just like one pick 10 or something like that. So,
Why don't you go through and read a few, just a little,
just
just
a
a little
hint.
sneak peek. Yeah.
All right, I will. Um, I'm just gonna randomly pick some off of here. Use your least favorite color combination to draw or paint a scene. Weave paper into a page. Cover a page in small fabric pieces. Tear the bottom half of two pages off and trade their places. Cut a stencil out of paper and use. Completely fill a page with color in any way you choose. Draw squares on a page with your eyes closed. I'm going to read one more. Add sequins or other bling to 3 pages. Do you have any others that you just really want to tell them about, Lisa?
Mm. Paint a garden with Q-tips and toothpicks.
Oh, yeah, I like that one.
Let's see. Rip up a magazine image and glue the pieces to a page with space in between the pieces. That's enough. That's enough. Sneak peek is gone.
Yeah, that's it. So the prompt list, as Lisa said, the link to it will be in the description box below. It will also be linked in a post on Facebook in both of the groups. Now, our plan is to show you the journals we're going to use and to actually make them here today.
And you can make one like ours, or you can do something completely different.
That's
You
right.
can use a composition book, or you can use a altered book, or you can use copy paper in a file folder. You can do anything you want. This is what we decided would be fun, and we both had file folders, and we both had magazines and fabric, and so we kind of talked a little bit about how we were going to build our journals, and we're going to show you how we're going to do that. But the main things we're going to use is file folders and a magazine. And both of us chose magazines that has, a little bit sturdier pages, not the really, really thin magazines. But it doesn't matter what kind of magazine you choose. You can just add more pages in and glue some of them together if you want to. We're also going to glue some white paper on some of our pages so we can have a white place to start on some of the pages instead of all of them being magazine pages. And so, that's what we've decided we're going to do. You can do whatever you want. And we would love to see what you decide to do to build your journal.
Right. The other thing we did, we decided on, and the reason we decided on using the magazine is because it's going to give us a slightly different shape. We're going to make our pages be, let me get one out of here. our
I
pages are going to
forgot
be.
what we forgot one thing that's important.
Oh,
We're
yes.
gonna start we're gonna start our videos where we actually work in the journal on Friday, April the 2nd.
Yes.
This video is airing on March 26th, 2021, and Friday, April 2nd, 2021 is when we'll first start working in it. So,
Yeah. So, and this is just a different shape for a journal. Most of the time, I like little squares or smaller or things like that. And both Lisa and I decided we wanted to work on something tall and skinny and to see where it went. Now,
yeah.
the other thing is that when you open your page, you can choose that this is a page or that this double spread is a page. That is up to you. If you want to do that, you can. Now, we're not going to put quite as many pages in our book to do all double spreads. So if you put the same number of pages as we do and you do double spreads, you probably will not have enough pages.
Unless you do a bunch of prompts on each page,
That's right. If you did a
which
bunch of
you can
prompts on
do.
each page, you should be good. So,
And one thing, if you want the same kind of aspect ratio or whatever that we're making, but you don't want to do it the way we're doing it, you can do one of those magazine journals where they fold the pages in like this and glue them together and just do that all the way through. We just didn't want to do it that way, but that would give you the same size book as ours, but you wouldn't have to bind it into a journal or whatever, but you would end up with one that does this if you do that,
right.
which is why we're
Um,
not doing that.
yeah, we decided against that kind of journal because we knew that it would gator mouth really bad. And I just, I would rather not have to fight with it. Sometimes if you do that, it's very difficult to accomplish all your prompts because your book starts to be hard to use. Um, as you can see, Lisa is probably doing it the easy way and cutting the edge off, and I'm just tearing this. And
Well, I don't know if it's going to be the easy way or the hard way, but we'll
I'm
see.
wondering if I want to put this cover as a, a signature cover.
Well,
You
I
know, make
definitely
each
want mine in there because I like these doors.
um, if I did that, each of my signatures would have a slightly heavier cover, and we're probably going to do 3 signatures.
But
Isn't
there's
that what we
only
just?
2 cover pages.
Oh yeah, I have two. I have 2 magazines.
Oh, you cheated.
I cheated. Maybe I won't do that because I have 2. Well, you're putting your cover in, but
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I was afraid I might not have enough pages in this magazine. I didn't stop to count,
Yeah.
so I was
I
like,
think you can do whatever you want. And you could, use the heavier ones on the first and the third signature because they're on the outsides.
on the outsides, and that may be what I do because then I don't have to tear up another book just for the fun of it.
And we're doing 3 signatures with about 6 pieces of paper per signature.
Yeah, 6 to 8 pieces of paper per signature is the deal. One of the things you don't want to do is get your signatures too many pages per signature. If you do, it's guaranteed your journal will not lay nice. It's automatically going to gator mouth bigger than you want it to do. So,
And depending on your magazine, there might be some pages you like better than others. And so I would say go through and pick the ones that you like the best and then add in the extra ones that, because you might want to leave a little bit of something from the magazine in your pages and you might not. That's totally up to you. See, like this,
now
that's really pretty.
It is. Now, the other thing is that sometimes there are ads that you really don't like, and that's one of the things I was looking for to. I mean, I don't mind uh, the text on this, but I don't want certain ads. So I was just looking to make sure that they're not there.
And if you need, more pages and you don't have some that you lack, you can always use the ones you don't like, cover them up with paper.
That's right. And that's kind of what I figured I would do. Um, Let me see. Put those out of the way. A bone folder does help fold your signatures, your pages good too, though. Also, putting my glasses on. Now, I really like that page already, just like it is. So,
Yeah, I have what my back cover is kind of like that.
let's. So that's another reason why we decided to use a magazine, just for the fun of having the images there to add to our project.
You can, with the ones with paint or whatever else, you could do kind of a reverse collage as part of it if you wanted to do that. I'm going through and choosing the ones I like best, and then I'll count those and see how many more I need and go back through and.
I just realized that if I fold 6 and then put that cover on there, it's going to give me 7. And you're not going to need 100 pages because most likely you're going to use more than one prompt on a page. So how many did 6 give us? 6 times 3.
6 times 3 is 18, times 4 is 72.
Right. Because each sheet of paper actually gives you 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you use 6 sheets in each signature, then you end up with 72 pages.
If you do 3 signatures, which is what we're going to
do. Right. And I'm kind of going to use this funky, boring page on purpose because it just kind of, it looks like fun.
Okay, let's see how many I've got. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3.
2, 2, 3. Okay.
3, okay. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I've got 5 in each of my signatures at this point, so I need at least 3 more pages. And I'm not planning to glue pages together, so I'm just going to get 3 more pages. Let that be it.
Yep, that's my plan, is just to use the pages as they are. If I decide I want something over it, I mean, you could put scrapbook paper over the top of it if you wanted to. 2.
That's true. It wouldn't have to be white paper.
4, 5, 6. Okay, that's 6. That's my second signature. Now I want to take the back off. Oh, I like that chicken, but he's going to be folded sort of in half. That's okay. I still like him. I'm just going to look for. See, I still have a lot of pages left in my book. So,
ooh, look at that! It's a big circular weaving.
Ooh, that's cool.
Okay, I may rethink a couple of those pages.
This one has some nice color. I'm going to pull this one out. Oh, and I like this swamp. Now, this is going to be an interesting page, Lisa. If I fold this in half, this page over here is almost all white already.
Yep. Good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, there's 6, 6, and 6.
Oh, we forgot to say how big these were. Our magazines are roughly the same size. They're roughly 9 by 11. Mine is actually 10 3/4. So they're basically the same size. Doesn't matter. As we told you, you do not have to use the exact same size
Or same anything.
or same anything. That's right. Well, I didn't tear that page very well, so I've already abandoned perfection because it's not straight.
Yeah, I noticed I didn't cut mine straight either. So we're gonna be okay with that. We're gonna be
We're
okay.
okay with that. Yep. Oh, my chicken ended up sort of on the right page. That's good. I like that chicken on the right page. Okay, I need my scissors back again. I need one more sheet of paper. So I need one more picture or something.
I found out we now have a place in town where you can take pottery classes
Ooh.
besides at the college.
Okay.
So that's kind of cool. So there, it looks like a nothing little book.
That's true. It does look like a nothing little book.
But it's gonna be a something. It's gonna be a something little book.
It's gonna be. It'll get fat by itself, guys.
Yeah,
We promise
it
it. They will grow drastically. Okay, so the big thing I do want to make sure of is that I put all my pages in right side up.
Yeah, that's important. I checked that as I went. Now I'm not sure how if Tanya and I are going to build our covers just a little bit differently, or if we're going to do it more the same than different. I don't know.
I don't know now because I had one idea and I have come up with another idea, so I'm not sure. But we are going to use Tyvek and fabric as our
Yeah,
spines
and file folders as our sides.
and file
And I'm going
folders
to go
as our
ahead
sides.
and glue my file folders together. Um, so here's
Okay,
one.
so I have this whole magazine left. I can make a dozen of these books. Okay.
Yeah, most magazines have way more than 18 pages in them.
That's
I mean,
right.
18 pieces of paper.
Now, are you going to let your stitching go to the outside all the way through? Or are you going to put fabric on the inside and stitch through it and then put fabric on the outside?
I'm going to let mine go all the way through.
Okay. Well, that's probably what
Because,
I'm going to do because it's easier.
yeah.
And I'm lazy.
And we're abandoning perfection.
That's right. um I do like the idea of it rolling over the front. So
Well, I think I may have it roll over the front on one side and the other side make a pocket in case I want to tuck some stuff in it.
Ooh, that would be good. At the same time, you don't need that to be so deep. If you're going, you don't need it doubled if you're going to fold it into a pocket. Do you know what I'm
That's
saying?
true. That's true, but it already is.
Already is. Well, there you go. It's already that way.
It's already that way.
Yeah.
And we're
Mhm.
not going to worry about it.
I'm just thinking about it. You know how that goes.
I do. I do. You just go right ahead and think all you want. It's okay.
Okay. That's a good thing because I think the idea of making a pocket, is a good thing. I think that's a really, really good idea. I also question whether or not I want to cut some of this off. Look at how much taller. See, that's a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, it
Um,
is.
and
Well, it's about a half inch at the top and a half inch at the bottom if
yeah,
you put it right in the middle.
and that's a lot.
It depends unless you're one of those people that feel the real need to enclose all of your extra goodies,
Yeah.
then you might
Um,
want that extra space.
my concern with it is um, that if you leave it at the bottom,
It'll
then
bow.
well, yeah, the only thing holding it when you put it on the shelf is the cover, and I'm thinking that it would probably be better not to have quite so much at the bottom.
Yeah, I agree.
So I think I'm going to cut a little bit of this off.
Me too.
And let's
I'm going to
see.
follow your wisdom.
Okay.
I'm going to cut about a half inch off. That maybe that'll leave about a quarter of an inch at the top and bottom.
Well, I think that's what I'm doing too, is kicking about a half an inch off. It'll I don't know. Mine is a little shorter than yours. I may take a little bit more off. Let me just look at this up again.
Yeah, I was going to say I'm going to do a half inch and then um,
I'm going to take 5/8 of an inch off of it. That's what I'm going to do.
we'll see.
5/8 of an inch. That is, if I can measure this at 5/8 of an inch. That may be where my problem comes. What we have to do is we have to measure and we have to make a pencil mark because
And I can make mine closer to the bottom and leave more space at the top.
at the top, yep, you can do that. And it's a file. If this is a file folder, if I boo it up and I really hate it, then
You've got another one, probably.
I got another one. Yep, I do. I do.
Um,
But I like it with 5/8 taken off. So that's what I'm going to do is take off 5/8.
where's my chomper? Oh, there it is.
Where's my chomper? She's looking for her chomper.
Yep. Because where I cut it off, I don't want it to be square.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Although this one, it probably wouldn't matter where that's going to be a pocket. But anyhow,
You fixed it now.
yep. Now what I'm going to do, I've got two tabs and I want them to be opposite each other. So I'm going to do it like this. One up
Okay,
and
we
one
can't. Okay, we can't see because you're too little. There you go. That looks good. And I have one in the middle, and I want the thing of it is that this tab over here is going to be where the pocket is.
Yeah.
So one tab's not going to show, so you have to decide which tab you really want to have show. And I actually think I'm going to
Tempted
Hmm.
to go ahead and cut off this one since it's going to be inside.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't think this all the way through before we started, y'all. So this is the way we normally work. You're used to it by now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're used to it. Just you just kind of got to go with the flow, guys. Um,
Okay, I think I'm going to. Okay, that's. One reason we're doing a fabric soft spine is so that all the pages will lay out easy when we work on it.
yep. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this one off right here.
I think I probably ought to use a grid here when I bend this. Ah,
When you bend it,
yeah, when I bend my pocket over it, I don't want it to be going.
yeah, I'm
Abandoning
gonna.
perfection is one thing, but
Yeah, but making it where it doesn't work so well is another. I'm
yeah,
going to bend my pocket over using my ruler. Is how I'm going to do it. We'll
well,
hope
me
that that'll
too.
work.
But I'm still wanting to make sure
It's
that I'm
square.
bending it straight. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. So that one's going to be my front cover, and this big one's going to be my back cover. And my front cover is a little wide because I know I'm going to put tabs and things in it, and this back one's going to wrap around. So that's the plan. Now I have to glue my things together because I did not glue my file folders together yet. Oops. Well, that's the empty one or almost empty one.
Well, my file folder kind of tore a little bit
When you bent it?
probably because I folded it while it was gluey
Oh, okay.
instead of waiting for it to dry.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. It's not like dangerous. It's just not perfect.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And what is the purpose of this journal?
Abandoning perfection. Okay. On this one, I'm wondering I don't think a scoreboard. I think this is too thick for a scoreboard to even work.
Why are you thinking about scoring it?
Well, I thought if I scored it several places, it would make it round easier.
It probably would. That I had not thought about that, but that is a good idea. Um,
But I may just have to do the ruler thing and just do it a little bit along.
the scoreboard might have worked better before you glued it.
Yeah. But we're glued
Now,
now. So
yeah, yours is glued now. Mine is not glued yet, so I'm going to try the scoreboard and we'll see. And you're going to just try to fold.
yeah.
Okay, we'll see what happens because the scoreboard doesn't work, then they'll know that it doesn't work. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my front cover over the top to see where I want to start scoring.
That's a good idea.
Um,
I think I will make some marks so I'll know that when the time comes too. Pencil, pencil. Is it working?
I haven't picked it up yet. Um, it's worked. There is a mark, a dent all the way through to the back.
Okay,
Now,
well, I may just go ahead and try it,
mm-hmm,
even glued, and see if it, I mean, it can't do anything worse than not work.
or the only thing that might be worse is probably tearing it. And I think this is a really good idea. This is, oops, except you have to make it go straight. Now, here's the deal. I
And that's
didn't
what I was
glue,
afraid of. I would get off kilter.
yeah, I didn't glue mine, so I could turn my file folder backwards.
Yeah, I think I'm going to
And,
wait and I'll just fold it with a ruler when I get there.
uh-huh.
But right now I'm going to do the binding. I mean, the putting the front and back cover together, whatever
Okay.
that is.
Um,
I don't need that anymore.
I
Well,
think
I'm
it would have, I think it would work doubled. It's a little slipperier when it is doubled. You can get off the track a little easier.
yeah.
You have to be a
Well, I
little
have trouble
slower.
doing that anyway. So
Yeah, it's not my favorite thing.
okay.
And I think I'll do like 2 more lines and then call it good. Then I got to glue it together because, you know.
We may not want perfection, but we want sturdy.
Yeah. And you'll note we're not decorating our cover. You can use your cover to do a prompt. You can decorate it any way you want. Have we decided how we're decorating? Not me.
Not me. Sometime I'll get a wild hair. That's when I'll do it.
Yep, that's the plan.
We decided about a 1.5 inch spine.
I think that should. Don't you think that'll be good enough for these?
I
I
do.
think. I think
So I'm
one
going to
and
make
a
my
half.
Tyvek 2.5
Yeah.
inches wide.
Okay, so there's that. I need to glue it together.
And this
And
part's,
we are using Tyvek, um, partially because we both like it, um,
and we have it.
and we have it. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can use. There's so many things you could use. You could use another
Duct
piece of
tape.
fabric, some duct tape. I can't think now. I think Lisa is using some Tyvek envelopes that she got at the thrift store.
Yep.
I got my Tyvek on a roll at the um, Home Depot or Lowe's, one of the two. I can't remember. And yes, it's pricey when you buy that much of it, but I use it for other things, big things that I have done in the past. So to have a whole roll was fine for me. It's not just for bookbinding is the thing. Um, you can buy an envelope at the office supply store. You could use a used Tyvek envelope from the post office. Oh yeah, that rolled over real nicely. So
Good. Well, I wish I'd thought of it before I glued, but that's the way it works. And
yeah,
I'm making my Tyvek and my fabric both wrap around. So I'll
well,
end up with 2 pieces of Tyvek and 2 pieces of fabric.
and
That's
I
not
probably
necessary. just what I'm doing.
And I probably will now too because of how I glued this book together. Because originally, when we discussed this, I had a different plan, and it won't work now because of having the folds at the bottom.
Right. Yeah.
However, I did notice that it looks like, yeah, my when I cut these are not the same, which that will bother me. If my front cover and my back cover are not the same, that will really bother me.
Okay. I think my spine might end up being 1¼ inches wide, so I can just use this ruler to
To
center.
well, and
And I'm
one and a
moving it
quarter is
everything down.
one and a
Well, I'll go
quarter.
out beside it a little bit.
Yeah, one and a quarter is probably plenty. I wonder how big my metal ruler is because that would be a really nice. Yeah, that would probably work really well.
It's easy anyway.
Mhm.
Plus, you got a line where you can add up put the bottom of each one lined up together.
Mhm.
Because I have problems getting them lined up sometimes too.
Okay, I need a piece of tie that.
Okay.
I got a piece out.
And I'm just going to use art glitter glue because
Does it work? It always amazes me how this stuff sounds like metal.
it really does. It is very loud.
Yep.
I was
It's
trying
very
to think of a
loud.
nice word, but
Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have cut it up. I should have cut it beforehand, but I didn't.
that's okay. It's just, you know, it is what it
Loud.
is.
Yes, yes, it is. Okay, so we're going to put the art glitter glue on there.
Well, I don't know how perfect this is, but um, it's down now. So
Yep. But I really do like the idea of using the ruler to put in between. It will make it so much easier to get a nice line.
well, it's the only way I can even come close to getting it straight. So. Okay. Okay, and I'm going to use my bone folder and do the creases and everything like we normally do when we're.
Oh, to push it down in. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. Ooh, almost didn't get enough glue.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to put glue down here because I knew I had this sticky end, but I still need glue.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
And I went a little far with my glue, but just wipe it off. Wipe it off. It's okay. Oops.
It is so dark outside right now.
Well, it is very sunny here. and warmer than they thought it was going to be. So
Well, we've had a rainy day.
I wish we had a rainy day. I wouldn't like to do my shopping in the rain, but
Yes. But you would pick another day to do your shopping if that was the
I
case.
would, or I would do it in the rain just to have rain if that's what it takes. Okay, now I can see right on the edge here, it's kind of coming up.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going to take my art glitter glue and
It's question in
squeeze
there.
squeeze some in there. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a plan. I kind of got some on the edge of my Tyvek so that I hopefully wouldn't have that issue.
Yeah. Well, I thought I went to the edge, but I didn't.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yep, it does.
I do have glue squishing out because of that, though.
Well, it's okay. It cleans up.
Mhm. I also like how neatly the Tyvek lays into the channel. It's
Yeah,
always good to do
it
that.
does.
Um, that's why Tyvek is so nice.
And it
So
gives
that,
you a strong,
yeah,
but um, fluid, that bendable, whatever.
yeah,
Flexible. That's the word I'm looking for.
flexible. Oh, good. At least it didn't know a word. At least it's not just my brain. Okay, you can tell I did not cut my Tyvek straight.
It's okay. You're going to cover it up with fabric.
I know. I know. Okay, so now we got to get. Uh-oh.
Look how well my fabric matches my manila folder.
Oh, did you plan that way?
Well, I got it and I thought that looks pretty close to like the manila folder color. I'll just use that. And I didn't realize how really close it is. It's really, really close.
Oh, and mine is very purple. So that's just what I had. So I'm going to use it.
Uh,
I went and got one of the pieces from my stash of painted fabrics.
ah,
So okay, how far down does this come? Pretty far. Okay, so now let's put this on the edge right there and all the way down this.
and I'm purposely this time just going to the edge of the Tyvek because I
Okay.
might want to tuck something underneath the edge of the fabric. I don't know.
Aha. There you go. That's a good idea. So, okay. Where's my pen? Oh, pen, where are you? I have a magnet right on my bottle, and do you think that I could put that silly pin on the magnet? For some unknown reason, it didn't go on there. It was just, hiding over here on this side of the desk. Did you already glue your pocket fold flap thing?
I haven't yet.
Okay. Good. I'm not behind. Well, I'm a little behind because you've got your fabric on, but
Well, it's going on. It's not on. Oops.
well, and you pre-cut your piece of fabric, and I'm going to have to cut mine. So, and I kind of want it to be straight. I don't want it to look like this Tyvek looks.
Yeah, well, that's why I tore mine because if I cut it, it would not be straight.
I don't know.
It's
I don't
straight, but
know.
the pattern's not even. So
Yeah, I don't know if this fabric that's painted will tear. So, I'll have to try it out and see.
Now this piece doesn't cover the whole inside, but I got some more I can
Okay.
um, finish it with.
All right. Well, this is my piece of fabric that I'm going to use.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Well, it is and it isn't. It's pretty, but it's kind of funky. It's just got this giant bullseye on it, so.
Yeah, but you won't see that when it's just a strip on the spine.
No, you won't. So, but I'm like you, I don't think my piece is going to wrap all the way around. So,
I had some pieces that were long enough, but they were not wide enough.
aha. I did think to put my fabric scissors over here.
Very good.
And we're
I
going
didn't
on 51 minutes. So this is going to be a long video, guys. We're sorry about that, but we really wanted to get it all done in one
Yeah, let's
felt
just
swoop.
pretend like we're streaming, only you can't comment.
Yeah. Well, you can make comments. We want your comments down below.
That's true. Down below.
We want to know if you're going to play with us. Play with us.
Yes, we do.
Play in this.
And you can even comment more than once down there if you want to say something and you don't want to wait till it's over so that you don't forget what you wanted to say.
Yeah, I do that all the time. Of course, a lot of times what I do is I start my comment, I write what I want to say, and I just don't push the button that says that I'm finished.
Yeah, I do the same thing. And sometimes I go ahead and push it, and then I'm like, oh man, and I've got to write another one.
When I another one, well, I don't care if I have to write another one. I just sometimes do and sometimes don't. So. All right, now then. My decision-making skills are whether or not I want to see if I can pray this out a little bit. Because I think that might be kind of cool. Because mine is not torn.
Yeah.
And I knew it wasn't going to tear very well, guys, with that paint on it. I knew ahead of time that it wouldn't tear. I don't think this fabric would have torn very well anyways. It had too much polyester in it. Now, I probably am going to save those because you know me. I have to have those for later, puts in the journal somewhere.
That's right.
Somehow.
There we go.
Well, I keep pulling and it just doesn't keep going all the way up. There we go. Let's start at the other end. Maybe if I started at the other end, I would make better progress. This end is, of course, got a lot of paint on it.
Yeah.
There, that's got a little bit of a rough edge, which I kind of like. Now then, this is the outside. Okay. Yeah, it needs a little more.
Okay. Now, do I want to put a little bit of a gusset in that, or do I just want to glue it down?
In the
pocket.
In the pocket. That's what I was thinking. That I probably want to gusset in mine.
I think I probably do too. I think I probably do. Because what's the point of a pocket if you can't put very much in it?
Mm-hmm. Agreed. Okay, so I have strings everywhere now.
Okay, I'm just going to use this cardstock because it's close to the same color. And it feels really weird not to have people in chat to talk to. I
Yeah.
mean, that they're not, we don't have to worry about checking and answering questions, and that's very unusual. It's not unusual, for a video, but it's unusual for when we're together.
Right, it is. It's unusual that we're talking just to each other.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get that reasonably even on the front and the back. Is what I'm doing. Okay. Which I did not. Too funny. Oh well. Yeah, it's not too bad. It's pretty close to down the middle. Okay.
Okay. You know what I got to do
What do you got to do?
before I glue this stuff?
What?
I got to ink it.
Okay. Well, you can ink it. Ink it, ink it.
Because this is about me being happy, having
That's,
fun,
that's
and
right.
it's fun and makes me happy. So
That's right. So,
you don't have to ink yours.
well,
And
I'm just
tell
wondering if I
people,
have anything that's close to this purple in color.
ooh, hmm, yeah, that would be, but a darker purple. You've got a purple, don't you?
I think so. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to.
I'm
I
just thinking
mean,
it wouldn't have to match if a darker purple would look good.
yeah. I'm just gonna have to look to see what I've got, and if I don't have a darker purple here, I could get out one of my dye-based inks and use
There
that.
you go. Yeah.
So it's not like I don't have something. Okay, so
Okay. So what color am I going to ink?
there you go. See, she's gonna ink, but she hadn't decided. See. All right.
I think I'm going to use this cobalt just because of the blue that's in my.
In your fabric.
Yeah. Not that things have to match in this journal. Um, just because
She wants to.
it's an
Because
easy way to make a decision. There you go.
well, but it's also about having fun.
Yep.
All right. I have to have one more piece of fabric here to put right in here. Uh-huh. Okay.
Okay.
I wish I had not decided to pull the threads off of that because, now I have to pull the threads off of this one too.
Yeah. And I'm just going to do a messy job of inking because that way it looks like it's semi decorated.
Oh, mm-hmm.
And however long it takes me to decorate it, it won't matter.
Mm-hmm. That's a good plan. All right, so I've got to put that on there. what I'm going to do is put this on there, and then I'm going to lift it up and come down until, there we go. There we go. Okay.
Okay. Now then, if I can put those up out of the way and glue this down.
There we go. Yes. Okay. Now,
And I just did a one fold kind of gusset.
yeah, that's all I intend to do. How wide did you make it? Do you remember?
About 3/4 of an inch after it's folded.
Mm-hmm. That's
This wide.
yeah. Mm-hmm. That's yeah. About that wide. Mm-hmm. Now remember, guys, if you want to find these videos, they're going to be on Fridays at 5 p.m. starting next week, April
Second.
2nd. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All of a sudden it went away. And if you would like to post videos of your project, we would love it if you would post them at the same time. You don't have to, but if you would, we'd love it if you would. And let us know what the video link is, and we would love to share that link in our description box.
And if you want to post a video of building your journal anytime between now and then, just use the
Yes,
hashtag and go for it.
that's right. Thank you.
And pictures, same way in the Facebook group.
Yep. Yep. Pictures in the
Post
face.
your pictures of building your journal or the way it looks once it's built or whatever. Okay, I think that's plenty of space.
Oh yeah, because we're not gonna put a lot of stuff in there.
Yeah,
Just a little.
just a little bit. Okay, now then to try to make some sort of fold on this side.
Okay. Now I gotta hunt up some ink. Do I have a purple that I like? I have a cactus flower. Hmm. When in doubt, test it on something.
I am just sneezing up a storm.
Okay.
It's ridiculous.
Um.
What's wrong?
No, I'm asking for opinion. I personally think that either one would work. What do you think?
I do too, but I think I like is that plum?
No, it's actually the pinkier, more pinky one
Uh-huh.
is actually cactus flower.
I think I like that one.
I sort of do too, and I'm not usually the pink girl. So
Me either. So it must be
now
good if we both feel that way.
here's the deal. I can always edge it with the darker if later if I decide that it's too pink.
That's true.
Hmm. So
Well, mine is not going to be nearly as pretty as yours in this bend.
um it will bend over time. Doesn't matter. You never know. Mine might end up being really ugly by the time it gets done.
I doubt it very seriously. Okay. We're going to say that's good enough.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
I'm going to definitely need something to keep it shut though.
Yeah, I'm thinking that too. Um,
So we might need, if we're going to put like a ribbon on it or something, we might need to just go ahead and put that down now too.
a ribbon or something would go on the outside,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure that that's what I want.
I'm not sure either.
And if I add elastic, I can add it through the spine later. So I think I'm not going to do that right this minute because I'm not sure what I want. You know how that goes?
Yep, I do.
So um, it's going to have something to keep it closed. That I agree with. Okay.
I'm wondering, let me get, oh, this does not match. And may not even be the right size, but I was thinking just for right now, I could keep it. Nope, that's too big.
Go the other way. Go
I
long
think
ways.
it's I think it's too
Too short.
well, no, it might be okay. I was thinking it might be too strong and bow it, but I
Um,
think it'll be okay for
because
now.
those hair bands, that's what I was thinking about is one of those elastic hair bands for the time being.
Yeah, and that's what I've got here. So okay. Whew.
You okay?
Yep, I'm okay. I'm just getting a little bit tired. um, my brain is getting a little bit tired.
Well,
That's what
um,
happens when you don't sleep.
yeah, it is, and we got to get you to stop doing that.
I know. I don't know what to do that I'm not doing, but anyway,
Well, and honestly, I spent years and years and years and years doing that, so I do understand um, where you're at. I don't I don't go for very long anymore without sleeping, but for years I didn't sleep.
yeah. Well, I did until we started eating keto, and then I got better at it.
Uh-huh.
So I still have trouble going to sleep, but the
Yeah.
waking up and not being able to go back to sleep, that's
Hmm.
not me. Except right now, that's me. I finally go to sleep a little after midnight and wake up at 2 and can't go back to sleep.
Can't go back to sleep. I am not going to ink all over this today because I want to get the signatures stitched in. And I don't know, my art glitter glue is not holding that down very well.
Well, it's if it's got a lot of polyester in it, the art glitter doesn't work as good on plasticky stuff, but it might be that.
Well, it's got that paint in it. You know,
Yeah,
it's got acrylic paint in it. So maybe I didn't get enough glue on it. That's just
yeah.
maybe.
Just give it some extra.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So now I'm trying to decide how many holes I'm going to use. This is very tall.
Yeah,
I'm
and
usually lazy and only do 3, but
I'm
this is
probably
kind
gonna
of
do
tall.
I'm gonna do 5,
Yeah, I
because
think that's a good idea.
I think that that's necessary. My center is also still wet, so I'm really wondering if do you think that's going to cause an issue sewing this in?
Uh, if it was paper, it probably would, but Tyvek and fabric, I would think,
Okay.
other than maybe getting your needle sticky, I don't think it. I don't know. I would say it'd probably be okay. I'm
Right.
planning to go ahead and do mine.
All right. Well, that's what we'll do. We'll just do it and go for it. So I'm going to find my centering ruler. Find the edge of where my Tyvek is. They just don't need to watch me ink. I'd rather get this other part done than to worry about inking it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going a 1/4 inch in, 5.5. Ink pen, where are you, ink pen? There it is. All right. Oh, that didn't work. Okay.
Oh, I'm doing it the lazy eyeball it way.
Well, that's what I'm going to do, but sort of.
Let's fold it and see if that looks. Well, it's not exactly centered, but it's okay.
Okay, 0, 2.5, and 4 3/4. That's what we're going to do. 0, 2.5, 4 3/4. 2.5, 4 3/4. Okay.
Okay, there's 3, and we'll just kind of go halfway in between those. Okay, now then,
Now then, where's my pokey tool? Do protect your work surface, because Tanya has messed up a knot before. So her Teflon mat has a hole in it.
so does mine. In fact, I have 3, and they all have holes in them,
All
but they're more
right.
like slashes.
Oh, mine have pokey holes where I poked holes.
Well, I'm trying to decide: do I want to pokey hole or do I want to get out the big bite?
My fabric is still so wet. I'm afraid the big bite would just chew it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I don't know which one of these pokey tools is better, But somewhere I'm supposed to have a phone book handy. Oh well, I've just got cardboard down here, so I'm not going to fret over it.
Okay. And really and truly, it's not the fabric you're having to poke holes in. It is
Tie back.
the tie back. The fabric, the hole closed right back up. It's having a hole through that tie back, because getting your needle through the tie back is not fun. It's definitely not fun. Okay, now I hadn't thought this through, and I think I have some purple flax linen that I'm going to go see if I can round up real quick.
Oh, that'd be great. Okay. Whew.
Yeah, it's purple. You guys can't probably see that it's purple, but it actually is very, very dark purple. Okay.
Oh, wait, this one's going to, not that it really matters, but I've decided this one's going to be the front signature. And I always do better if I start from the back. So.
Ah, okay. That is a good plan. Well, I can't find the middle of this signature for some reason. The signature is so long that it's wanting to slide.
Yeah.
Away from me. Okay. Do make sure that you put your signature in right side up to your book. That is one of the other things that I will tell you from experience has happened.
Yeah. Me too. No fun. Learn from our experience and don't,
yes.
don't gain wisdom. Gain knowledge.
Yeah. Yeah. If it's the back of the book, then your last signature goes in where the big part is. So, okay, I should have threaded my needle ahead of time. No, I did not. There we go.
I did not either.
I think I have one of those rubber hair things in my little box there when I get this done.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use this.
Give yourself more thread than you need. It's just not worth fighting to have too short of a piece of thread.
I agree.
You're going to use what?
I'm going to use this. It's waxed thread, but it's nylon or polyester or something. That's not linen. But I didn't even get out a needle, much less have it ready.
Well, that works.
Poke it a
That's
little
the,
out.
that's the
That's
way
the
it is
thread
some
out.
days.
Oh.
I know, guys, that this is not easy to see because this is just so long. There's no easy way to keep it in frame. But you just go in and out the holes, and we both have other videos where we have tied in signatures. I will tell you that I'm going to do my thing and wrap it around this top part because I don't like when my signature pieces come open like that. So I usually do this way and come back through this hole.
The one time I was going to be smart and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was the biggest mess. And it didn't have anything to do with that method. It had to do with things that I forgot. And so, oh,
So
it just was a fiasco.
it just didn't work, did it? Okay.
No, it didn't work.
You do have to be really careful and not pull too tight. And you have to be careful not to split your thread because you're going in and out of the holes a couple of times. And this having, okay, I am not going to sew these in. I'm going to pull this back out. Not right now.
Okay.
This fabric is very, very wet, and it's getting glue everywhere. Whether I over glued it or just what, I don't know. But frankly, I know that what's going to happen is that everything is going to be stuck together because the glue has actually come through the fabric, guys. It's like
Oh, my.
sticky. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's better to wait.
Yeah. So, um, there, Lisa's sewing her signature in, and I can sew these in off camera, and you guys will know that they are in here, and this is going to wrap around like that. So I do apologize for not sewing it in, but I just don't. I mean, it's like sticky. It's getting on my fingers.
I think that's fine. I'm just going to sew this one, and that way we can shorten the video by not sewing them all.
Well, it's up to you. I don't mind. I don't mind. I thought I would ink while you're sewing.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll go ahead and sew.
Mhm. Um,
And I'm just doing a regular 5-hole pamphlet stitch. Tanya's going what she was talking about is going around the
I
top and the bottom,
yeah.
and she does have videos where she shows that.
Yeah. And
And
it's not necessary. It's just one of those things I like to do. And so a lot of times when I sew in a signature like that, that's how I do it.
well, I can see how it would definitely be helpful. I just usually think about it, in hindsight.
Yeah.
Okay, now what I'm doing here is I've got my signatures down close to the bottom, and I
Mm-hmm.
want them all to be the same. So I'm measuring it from the bottom
And
for where to put my signature. Usually I do them in the center, but this seemed wiser this time since I left a little more room than maybe I should have.
and mine are going to be centered, guys. That it's
We might as well show you as many different ways to do things as we can.
yeah. And like I said, I'm sorry for not sewing them in, but I just know that that's really too sticky. And that's just one of those hair bands from Dollar Tree. let me see if I was looking for a piece of wet paper. I know I had a piece here. There it is. I stick my signatures in so you can kind of see what it's going to look like. I don't even want to lay the signatures in there with that the way it is because it's so sticky. I'm afraid that they will get stuck to it.
And that would not be a happy thing.
That would not make it would not make me happy with my book. There we go. And see, now my cover's going to roll around. It's a nice sturdy cover by doubling up the file folder. And that hairband's wore out apparently, but for the time being, that hairband will hold it closed. So now, as far as decorating your cover and stuff, we're just going to do that. If we want to use prompts on it, this may be it. This may be all it ever gets.
Probably not.
Probably not. No, you know Lisa and I. Probably not.
But it would be okay if it was.
Yep. And it's now got a pocket in the front and a flap on the back. You could store some of your things that you want to put in there in this pocket on the front for when you have time to work. Dang, that it's like oozing through the fabric. It didn't want to stick.
Oh, go ahead.
It didn't want to stick, guys, so I used a lot of glue and now it's sticking. But it's kind of sticky.
Well, you accomplished your goal.
Yes, I did. So, and I'll just
for now the pocket can hold the prompt list if nothing else.
That's right. That's right. We can put your prompt list in there.
Well, come on.
This is going to be fun to work in all tall and skinny.
I think so. I did a glue book tall like this. I haven't finished it, but I enjoyed working in it when I did. And I might want to add some little paper things to these, so I'm leaving them in there. And I may not, I may cut them out later, but right now I'm going to leave them in there. Okay, one more.
Do you want to leave that, sew it in later, and we will just discuss putting some papers in just real quick so that because this video is an hour and a half long already.
Yeah. Well, why don't you discuss putting papers in, and I will mute myself so I'm not noisy.
Oh, you're not noisy.
And I can go ahead and thread this while you're talking about papers.
Okay.
And I could even make you big.
Oh, don't make me big.
Okay.
I'm already big enough. Oh, too funny. I'm not even going to put these papers in right now because I haven't decided which pages I'm going to put them on. But let's see here. That's got a cute little image, so I may leave that page. This page I'll probably put something over the top of because that doggy's behind is not very fun. That's got some nice color, and I really do like that page. This is fun with her just halfway. So I'll show you what my plan is, because I don't like the doggies behind. So our plans are to just kind of maybe take a piece of copy paper, or you could use coffee dyed paper. You could use anything you want. And I'm just going to cut this.
If you have a plethora of scrapbooking paper, you could use that.
Yeah, if you've got scraps in your bin, just use your scrap bin. I'm just going to cut it about 4 inches by 10 1/4. And then I'm just going to glue this in just like that. And I made it a little bit smaller than the page, just because I thought the border would be fun. So if you want to make it the whole size of the page, that's fine. Do be a little careful if you're putting a lot of papers in, and not get them too close to the gutter. If leave yourself a tiny little bit of space, at least. If you're not going to put a border around it, leave a little space in the gutter so that you have a little bit of room for for your spine to bend there. And I'm just
That'll help you not have gator mouth.
Yes, it'll help for not having gator mouth. It'll just let your book lay a little bit nicer. And you don't have to put these papers on at all. It's just, if you've got a page that you're just really not liking, that's a good way to cover that page up.
Yeah, or if your paper is really thin and you want something
Yes.
thicker to do some of the prompts on, like with paint and stuff like that.
Yeah, if you need oh, that was not good. Well, now I have a dirty piece of paper, because apparently the card I picked up to use was dirty. Either that, or it's glue off my fingers, because I have glue everywhere. So that, guys, is what we're talking about covering up some of your pages. And if you go ahead and do that, that's fine. I don't know that I will, because I may cover up. Now that's another page that is questionable, but I may cover some of this up with paint instead of or the where we want to color. That may be the page I put color all over. So I probably just will see. It doesn't bother me that there's type there, because when I put whatever I put over it, that'll just be a background.
Yeah.
So that is what we're talking about when we're talking about putting something over the top. So Lisa's got hers all done. You want to make yourself big? And
No, this is good enough.
okay.
You wouldn't let me make you big.
Okay.
Anyway, this is what my pages look like, in here. So I've got some things I might want to leave, and other things I definitely won't want to leave. Like the football players, I don't need that.
Yeah.
The puppy dog's cute. The little sloth is cute. The lady's pretty.
Well, and it all really depends, guys, on what you put on that page. So,
Yeah.
maybe when you go to do the prompt for that page, you'll leave something or you won't leave something, and that's the whole fun of it. So I'm probably not going to. I probably cut several papers and just have them, so that when I go to do my prompts, I'm ready and I have a piece I can lay in on a page if I want.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Did we talk about numbering our pages somehow?
Yes, there actually is a prompt for numbering our pages.
Okay, good.
Um,
Because I was just noticing I have, my pages are definitely not in order.
yeah.
And I do think I want to write down on my prompt list what page I did the prompt on.
Oh, I will want to do that too. Um, oh, and the numbers. Hmm. Uh,
I think we just said put numbers on it any way you want to or something like
I
that.
think it said in as many number all your pages using as many different ways as you can. But I'll tell you what, I will move that to prompt number 1, and that way we'll number our pages first so that it will be easier to, well, you don't have to number your pages first, but I will number my pages first. Well, hmm,
We can leave
that
it where it is and just do it first.
yes, yes, we can just leave it where it is because the problem with numbering the pages in as many different ways as you want, if you then like your scavenger hunt book, you're having trouble because you
Exactly.
have to
Because I
cover
wrote
up
my
the
numbers down
number.
first.
So I may make my numbers and have them ready to put on my pages, and you
Yeah.
know,
Because you can put, you can write numbers on pages. You can ink stamp numbers on pages. You can, I mean, just like on little pieces of paper
right,
or tags or hearts or some of everything and have them ready to put in when you work on that page.
right. And I think that would be a wise decision because if you have to color the whole page or put paint on the whole page or something in the prompt list, then your number would be covered up. So that may be something that you want to think about, guys. So, anyways, Lisa's all done. Mine will get done in a little while. I'll have it done tonight.
And we hope that you are as excited about this project as we are and you're ready to go and that you will share with us what you do as you play along.
Yes, we do. And
Any
um,
further words?
I don't think I have any further words except we hope you'll have fun with this. Let us know in the comments. Make sure to give Lisa a thumbs up on this video. This is, like I said, the first try to do a combined video for you guys, and we hope you enjoy it. So,
God bless you. We love you.
love you. Bye
Bye
bye.
bye.